It was a cold, foggy night. James was driving back home from a late meeting, taking the shortcut through Hollow Road, a road locals avoided after dark. The trees leaned over the narrow asphalt, their twisted branches scratching against the car windows as if warning him to turn back. James tightened his grip on the steering wheel. The road was eerily quiet. The only sound was the hum of the engine and the crunch of gravel under his tires. As he drove, he noticed something strange ahead. A girl standing in the middle of the road, drenched in what looked like rain. Or was it something else? She was wearing a white dress, soaked and muddy. James slowed down. "Are you okay?" he called out, rolling down the window. The girl didn't answer. Her head was tilted slightly, and her long hair covered her face. She raised a hand, signaling him to stop. Despite every instinct screaming to drive away, James pressed the brakes. The car screeched to a halt, and for a moment, silence swallowed the night. James stepped out cautiously. "Do you need help?" he asked, his voice trembling slightly. The girl stepped closer, slowly, each movement unnatural, almost floating. James noticed something chilling. There were no footprints in the gravel, not a single mark leading to her. How did she get there? And why did she look translucent? The girl's face finally lifted. Her eyes were hollow, black voids staring directly at James. A cold gust of wind blew, slamming the car door shut behind him. "Get out," the girl whispered, her voice echoing as if it came from everywhere and nowhere at once. James stumbled back, tripping over the curb. His heart pounded in his chest. Suddenly, he saw her clearly in the reflection of the car's rearview mirror. She wasn't on the road anymore. She was inside the car, sitting in the back seat. James spun around. Empty. Then the whispers grew louder. "Leave. Leave. Leave." James jumped back into the driver's seat, fumbling with the keys. The car wouldn't start. Panic set in. Every shadow on the road seemed to move, the trees bending unnaturally, as if alive. A faint glow appeared down the road, a streetlight that wasn't there before, and under it, the girl was standing again. She raised a hand and pointed directly at him. A memory flashed in James's mind. Hollow Road wasn't just haunted by ghosts, it was cursed. Locals said anyone who stopped for the girl never returned. James had no choice. He tried to push the car, but it felt like the brakes were glued to the ground. The girl slowly approached, gliding, her face expressionless. Then, as she drew near, James remembered the advice of an old story. Never look back, never stop moving forward. With a surge of adrenaline, he slammed the car into gear. Tires screamed. He drove past her without looking, ignoring the cold wind and the shadows that reached for him. James didn't stop until he saw the first lights of the town ahead. Gasping for breath, he dared to glance in the rearview mirror. Hollow Road was empty. No girl, no shadows, just fog curling in the distance. But as he shook his head, relieved, he noticed something on the back seat. A wet, muddy footprint, and a small, pale handprint on the window. James drove straight home, never taking Hollow Road again. But sometimes, late at night, when the fog rolls in, he swears he hears whispers outside his window.